Hi, my name's Paul Grogan from Gaming Rules all the way over in the UK. I just wanted to record this short message for Edward and Amanda to support their Patreon drive that they're currently doing at the moment. I listened to the Heavy Cardboard podcast before Amanda really fully joined it. I was listening back to when it was just Edward and Tony. I started to listen to them because they started talking about Madeira. Madeira is one of my favourite games, and that's basically how I was introduced to it, just because they covered a game that I really liked. Since then, things have moved on. Heavy Cardboard has just become absolutely huge. It's as such an invaluable resource for people who prefer the heavier type of gaming. There's not many people out there who produce content that cover that particular area of gaming, and the stuff that they're doing now with all of their live playthroughs, not just the podcast, but everything else that they're doing is absolutely fantastic. I'm proud to say that I've become friends with Edward over the years and that I talked to him, and he's been very supportive of me in the past. So this is just a quick message to basically say that if you're thinking about supporting them and you're not sure about it, then you should look into what they do and find it useful. It's absolutely fantastic, and I wish them all the very best.
Good evening, everybody. Wow, that throws me off, right? What's up, y'all? So, welcome to Game Day with Heavy Cardboard, where we normally teach, play, and discuss medium and heavy strategy board games, war games, 18xx. And as y'all saw tonight, really excited, it's payback time tonight because you know what? Eldar for life. So, yeah, after Amanda whooped me and Dan at Forbidden Stars, I demanded a rematch. And I smoked her the last time we played this two-player.
That's true.
So hoping that can continue tonight. So obviously Forbidden Stars, published by Fantasy Flight Games, Corey Konitska and company were the designers. So since we did this fairly recently, and Dan did such a good job teaching it, I'll be honest, I'm not going to teach it tonight. We're just going to jump right back into it, just like what we did with Le Havre. So it's me versus the penguin.
I don't know what noise penguins make.
Well, when they get tickled, I've heard that. Right, exactly. So, all right. So welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us, both live around the world as well as after the fact. So you ready to get crushed?
No, are you ready to get crushed?
Shh, child, please.
Child, popcorn.
Please. All right, here we go. Game on, guys. All right, so we are not going to have to switch cameras tonight. It's going to be exactly as you see it. So we're going to have the chat. I made the font a little bit bigger for you guys up in the chat, so there's not going to be as many visible, but it should be pretty legible for y'all there. And I know it's a little washed out here. Just bear with me tonight. So it's our last night before we head to Essen. So yeah, that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so Amanda is the reigning champ. She's going to go first. So as you can see here, Amanda is first. Our battles will take place right here in front of y'all, and we have our pieces here. We have our for the planning phase to be able to place our tokens out there, and yeah, everything's ready to rock and roll. We pre-seeded the board. Amanda mostly starting down here in the bottom right-hand corner, my main base. And the goal of the game, remember, is two of these guys. So Amanda's coming after those two. I'm coming after those two. First one to get them wins. All right? So I'm place your bets, obviously. And in addition to that, nobody guessed Forbidden Stars, whether it's in Slack or whether it was tonight live. I'm kind of surprised by that.
Yeah, I was too. But yeah.
Oh, actually, hold on, because we adjusted the board. There we go. All right, so game on.
All right. Let's see here.
So, 4 orders we need to place first. So starting with Amanda, and do not shuffle them, because
I
we'll get yelled
promise.
at by Rob.
I promise. Okay, let's see.
It's a good problem to have, Jonathan. Millennium Blades is up there because of the fact that we are going to be live streaming that after we get home. I'm not going to say like right away, but it is planned hopefully before the calendar year is up. All right? And no, Porto, I'm sorry, but no. Eldar for life. No, we do not own Space Hulk. All right. By the way, I hate my positioning. This isn't me making an excuse. I'm just saying I am not super keen on that. All right. Good. Glad to hear that folks are pleasantly surprised, so that's good. And the reason we're doing them as mystery streams, if you guys didn't hear my Ask the Elephant, was all because of the fact that we weren't sure what we were going to play until by the time the weekly look ahead came up. And so
y'all seem to like it, so
so it made sense.
I think it's fun.
Yep. I don't yell, Rob says. I just mod in loud fashion.
That is true.
So Amanda's pretty well hemmed in over there, so it's mostly going to be potentially a build-up phase. We shall see, though. Oh, I got an idea. All right, done. So Amanda, you're honor first. Remember, you can always look at the top ones. So, and your job is to think out loud. That's it.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to do a dominate action here and get 2 gears.
Right, which is 2 money, essentially. All right.
And I choose to not do my
Special ability. All right. For me, I am going to dominate as well there. So I will get 2 gears as well as a wild. So I'm going to go ahead and get a forge hammer. And we'll go ahead and put them down here, or actually just here so you guys can see those. There we go. Cool. And for my special ability, it is the Webway Portal. When you resolve a dominate order, you may take 1 of your units from the world in the active system and place it on 1 friendly world in any system. The key being friendly. Because Amanda isn't moving over here, I will actually go ahead and move this guy forward. We're going to go ahead and bring him there. Okay. Squirrel, you're up. How long have 2-player games taken? Cavehine asked. Honestly, our last one took 45 minutes. It took 3 rounds.
It just depends.
That's why when I was talking about this, I said it could be 45 minutes, could be 2 hours, so we don't know. It's unlikely to go 8 rounds, though, I'll tell you that.
Another dominate action.
Okay.
But I don't get anything.
Correct.
So I'm going to move.
All right, what's your special?
When I resolve a dominate order, I may take 1 cultist from the active system and place it on a friendly or uncontrolled world in an adjacent system.
I.e. teleport.
Correct.
So in an adjacent, so, yep. There you go. Short arms, like T-Rex. All right. So we will go ahead and deploy, which is purchase units. So first things first, as I want to do, because I got the forge hammer, I will go ahead and get a Wraith Guard out, which is going to cost me 3. So using the hammer, which it costs to advance 1 further, so I will spend 2 here and 1 there to drop me down to 5, and that will bring out there. In addition to that, yep, screwed that up already. Grr. I will go ahead and get a Hellborn Frigate for another 2.
What the frigate?
Right. So we will go ahead and put that right there.
Are you trying to intimidate me, sir?
Not at all, ma'am. No.
I disagree.
And I could. I elect to take no further build actions this turn, so I'm done. That's that. Okay.
I'm going to build a factory
Okay.
up there.
And yep. And a factory costs how much? Costs 2?
2.
Okay.
That's it.
That makes sense.
Because that is the last building of structure is the last thing you do.
Right, if you're not going to build units. I'll go ahead and strategize here so I can purchase. So now I'm looking at my purchase deck, which I have no cities. So all of these I cannot purchase, but I can purchase these guys. And you know what? We're gonna go. This is going to be an offensive game. So I'm going to go ahead and start and pull in 2 Fire Dragon's Vengeance. So it costs 2 material, which that's why I left 3. So I'm down to 1 there. So I need to put these into my combat deck. And I have to decide 2 to take out. I'm going to go ahead and drop the Ranger Support. So that pair of cards is out. The Fire Dragon's Vengeance are in, and I'm good. There's my 10 cards now. Good. Amanda, your final turn.
Okay.
Nope. Oh, and also this goes on to their, onto my Scheme and Tactics deck.
Okay, I am going to deploy again. So I'm going to get, let's do Iconoclast Destroyer for 2.
Okay, so that's your smaller ship, yeah.
And
you started with how much material?
6.
6, same as me. Okay. All
But
right.
I got that gear, so
Right.
that helped. Okay, so then I'm going to do 2 more cultists as well to take me down to 0 material.
Alrighty. So for my final action, you know, ain't no party like a
frigate party?
like a Hellborn Frigate party. Hellborn Frigate party is good.
Well, you know what? We're all out of bubblegum.
Yep. So it's time to
Time to kick some booty.
Yep. All right. So we each draw 5 cards. First and foremost, shuffle up. And the reason I'm doing this is even though Amanda has her teleport with her little guys, I want to wipe her off this side of the map to where my back is covered now. So I have my 5 cards ready, and I have 2 Hellborn Frigates, which means I'm going to get 3 dice each. So we're looking at 6 dice for me.
I have 1 Iconoclast, which is 2 dice.
Okay. Actually, we'll just move those out. All right. Whew. Lots of battle kitties.
Whoa.
And the reason we call it, they look like cats. They're guns, but for offense, for attack, but they look like battle kitties.
They do.
All right. So I rolled 4 battle kitties, 4 attack, and 2 morale, which are victory points if both of us survive after the end of 3 rounds. Amanda has 1 offense and 1 defense. We both simultaneously play a card face down. I will play that. And Adrian, you see I'm rocking the Mile High Game Guy shirt, right? All right, so we both played a card. I am offense. I'm the attacker, so I reveal first and do my card. So if you are attacking, and I am, your opponent cannot gain any defensive markers this execution round. And because I have a frigate, I get two of the things that she cannot get. There we go. And in addition, it's 2 more attack, so I'm going, so that's it for my card. Your turn.
Corn's Rage. I spend 1 battle kitty to get 3.
3 offense.
3 battle kitties.
All right.
My opponent chooses and routes one of his units unless he spends 1 defense.
Is it a defense die?
Yes, which
I
you
can't.
don't have.
So I have to route one of my units. Okay,
Yeah, it's
fine.
like I planned that or something. It's weird.
All right. So I hit Amanda for a total of 6. And how much do you block?
2.
Why 2? No, 1. That's how much life. So you actually
right.
have 5
5.
get through, which is 2. Thank you. Good
As
night.
I'm leaving,
Yes.
I hit you for 4.
And I absorb 2 of it and take 2 other, and my frigate takes 2 damage. It must be this one. This guy also dies.
Yes.
All right, so that's the end of the battle, though, because you have nobody left. So we get rid of the dice. These go away, and that's the end of that battle. But we got you out of the neighborhood, so I'm okay with that. All right. All right, so we go into the refresh phase. So first and foremost, collect objectives. Neither of us got any. Collect materiel. So I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4 materiel.
I am getting 4 as well.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. And then rally routed units. So stand up, be proud. Then draw events and move warp storm. So Amanda, you shuffle up, draw 1. So in this case, you don't have any strategized tokens
Right.
or any tokens at all on it, so you're just moving a warp storm.
So it's
Show folks. They can't see that one.
so it's up. These confuse me. So
Okay,
it's
so
either up
this
here.
one, yeah, so it pivots here or it pivots here.
Okay.
So comes down to this edge or comes up to that edge. This one moves to that edge or moves
That.
to this edge. And then flip it over. Well,
Flip it
yeah.
over. Didn't you
don't-
say it
no.
flipped that way?
Get the card.
You said it pivots here.
Look. To go that way or here to come this way. So
Okay.
it's either this here or that there.
Then it's this here.
Okay. All right, so I get 1 and I actually get the whole card. So it's a scheme. So first and foremost though, move the warp storm first. So this is pretty simple. So I can either move it over here or to the far edge. Go ahead and move it over to the far edge, if you would, please.
Interesting.
You can flip them over now. So it's a scheme. So put this card in my tableau and it stays here. And it says, at the start of an assess damage step of combat, you can discard this card to take all of your units in this combat and place them on any one friendly area. So
Whoa.
it's a quick little, nice little bug out. All right, cool. All right, actually we'll put it right there. There we go. All right, so then we've moved the warp storms, that's the end of the round, and we go back into a planning phase. All right. it just makes it tough because we can't think out loud like we did in Le Havre.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's mano y mano here, and these plans that we make are too easily thwarted. Welcome, Michael, Paul, everybody else that's here. Go, Amanda. What is that stuff? Stop with that, Paul. Now I lost my train of thought. All right, let's see. I think. So for your final action, so I'm curious now with the news that WizKids and Games Workshop have teamed up. I read that it's only for a couple of upcoming titles. It won't touch Forbidden Stars, but apparently one of the designers has at least some expansion stuff for this game out there, like in his head out there. So we'll see if that ever comes to be. That would be pretty cool, but I don't know if that could happen. All right, so first things first, I will go ahead and dominate, gain assets. So another couple of gears, a couple of material, and a wild. Now here, because I only have 5 material, I am leaning towards more. Nope, we're gonna stay on target. Get another forge hammer, and done.
Another hammer. Can't remember what everything is.
You're allowed to look at the top ones. Of your own, obviously.
Be more fun if I could look at yours.
No, let's not.
Okay. I'm going to deploy and gonna build 1 cultist.
Okay. That it?
That's it.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and strategize here as well. And this time I will take 2 things of material. So 1 material, and then for the wild, I will take a second. The reason is I only have 1 Wraith Guard left because I only get 3. So there we go. Squirrel.
Going to dominate and get 2 gears.
Okay.
And after I dominate, I can move. So I'm going to move this cultist over there.
And I will deploy now that I have all these all the material. So first and foremost, we'll go ahead and do another Wraith Guard using the Forge Hammer. So that's going to cost me a total of 3 material. So that's going to be 1 there and 2 here. Bring out my last Wraith Guard. I'm also going to go ahead and build 2 Hellborn frigates. So 2 separate building. 1 there, 1 there. What?
Just laughing at how fortified you've made that over there. It's funny.
And last but not least, we'll go ahead and build a city. Since I have 4 left, we'll go ahead and drop that down to 1. Build a city so that when my Wraith Guards die heroically in battle, I can bring them back without needing a Forge Hammer. And I'm spent.
Strategery. Let's see here. So, I haven't gotten to build a city yet, so like you, the only ones I have left are zeros.
Show folks, like do it, just stretch. There we go. So folks can
Okay,
see.
so the Mark of Corn looks pretty good because it's got 2 battle kitties. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. Now I just have to figure out what I'm going to get rid of. Let's see here. Let's do the Impure Zeal, which is if I have more morale than my opponent, I can rally a unit. So let's just do, I like attacking better, so let's attack.
Okay. All right, take your...
And it costs 2 gears.
Yep.
So
Nope, you cannot use
Oh, you
those
can't?
for that. Correct.
Then
It's only
that'll-
for only 4 units.
okay,
And that goes on your tactics card.
good call. Now I get to go here again.
Yep, because I don't have that available. It's probably smart that you dominate now.
Get
So
Get a
reinforcement,
reinforcement. And
that's it, right?
no, I have to dominate so I can move.
Oh, that's right. Yes, Tony, I did build that city on Rock and Roll. That's actually the name of the planet, Rock and Roll. It wasn't, but it is now.
You can't have a game where you build a city and not have it be named Rock and Roll. Okay.
Done?
Throwing my tokens at me.
Yep. Time to attack, boys. So, yeah, let's go and bring it in. So we're gonna go here and there.
The Jefferson airplane is much better than Jefferson Starship. There's not even a question there.
And you know what? I don't think I really need... For your teleport, it's to empty or neutral,
Friendly
right? Friendly
or uncontrolled.
Or uncontrolled, and I still control those with the factory and everything else. So we'll go ahead and he'll stair step right on over. And I hear Dan in the back of my head, overwhelming force. All right, done. So let's get it on. So we shuffle up, get 5 cards. So I have 2 Wraith Guards, so it's going to be a total of 4 dice.
I have a cultist, which is 1 die.
Yep.
Battle kitty.
Yeah, I got 4 of them.
Yeah, well, I got 1.
I again am the attacker. And just looking at my cards here, you know what? If it ain't broke, I will play that. And this just in, it ain't broke. Nope, not yet. So Fire Dragon's Vengeance, again, if I'm attacking, Amanda cannot get defensive pieces. So, and I do not have an Aspect Warrior or a Frigate in this fight, so I just That's it. I'm done.
I gain 1 morale die,
Okay.
and because I have more morale than you, I place 1 free cultist on another friendly or uncontrolled world in the system.
Spawn of Satan, these things are. They really are. All right, so I hit you for 6.
I hit you for 2. No, I hit you for 1.
Yep.
My guys really aren't very good.
No. So, bye-bye.
Okay.
That's that.
Yeah.
All right, cool, done. Again, overwhelming force.
Dan would be proud of you.
Yep. All right, done. So now we go into, the refresh phase. Collect objectives. Still none, but getting there. Collect material, which 2, 3, 4, 5 for me now this time. Up to 6. And rally routed units. Nope, they just died. And then draw events. So I'm first. This time I do not have any. So I just get to move the warp storm, which that one is pretty simple. So I can move that one here. No, thank you. Or this one, we'll go ahead and move it down here to the bottom edge. And that's that. So, okay.
Gain 1 forge token and 1 reinforcement token. Okay.
Okay.
And I move either.
No, not.
It's only
literally,
this
yes,
way.
That's the only way I can move.
All right.
I support that. Mm-hmm. I reckon that's not exactly what you wanted. Mm-mm. All right, so we go into end of the round. Go switch first player. Amanda, you're up. Let me let the boy in. Somebody's whining.
Sorry, I can't help it.
Lay down.
Nice, Baz. Okay.
All right.
Intimidation by Owl Hat.
Okay. Oh, that's right. It's an owl. It's I guess, who are you?
Danger.
Okay. Done. Ah. So, for those that are watching, have you guys played or watched our previous stream, or have you played it? Are you familiar with Forbidden Stars? Yeah. Again, I have to think about this backwards, and I struggle so bad at this. Right? Make sure I did that right? Yep, I did. Okay. Yep, Asher time, but he's crashed out on his bed. Sorry, guys. He's a greyhound. That's what greyhounds do. Okay, all right, cool. Anthony and Adrian.
Wait.
Yeah, I like this. Right. Stay on target. Stay on target. Okay. And your final action. Okay. Good to know, Tony. He said, played one 4-player stream, Forbidden Stars, got my ass whooped so badly, I didn't want to play again. The streams have made me interested again, so that's good.
Good.
All right. All right, and Paul says, this is definitely not my type of game, but I'll watch anything you stream.
Aw.
You're such a sweetheart. Thanks,
Thank
Paul.
you.
We'll see you next week. All right, so now the advantage of going second, or last in this case,
Have the Z hammer.
is that Amanda will not do those until I dictate that she does those. So it is your honor, ma'am, to go first now.
Strategize. I still don't have a city. Dang it.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Not at all. Nope.
No, you're not. Let's see here. I'm gonna get the one that I was talking about on the show that freaks me out. It's a succubus and she has knives on her tongue.
That
She's
looks
attacking the guy.
unpleasant.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take that one.
So I take it her species don't kiss much.
I would hope not.
Or they have really
Jeez.
thick skin.
Yeah. Yuck. Okay, so I'm gonna spend 2 for that, and let's see. What do I want to get rid of? I don't want to get rid of the one that lets me place if I have more morale. Let's do Lure of Chaos, which is you can choose to route to gain a die, which you always do, so I'm not going to keep that around.
Okay. All right. So I will go ahead and deploy, and I'm just going to get 2 Aspect Warriors. So that drops me down. I'm sorry, I was at 6. So that would drop me to 4, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's good. It dropped me to 2. I'm sorry. That's fine. So 2 of these cats coming out right there. Hunker down. Hang out. You're up. Time to attack. And you can do that because you're coming through with your ship. Okay.
Okay,
That it?
that's it.
All right. So I need to remember that I have my far sight. So this is at the assess damage step of combat. I can discard this and basically bug out to any one friendly area. It doesn't say
Doesn't say like adjacent or
right,
anything.
or right. It's anywhere. So
Anywhere.
I could bring them all the way back
Yeah.
here if I wanted. So good to know. All right. So we will see. So 5 cards. There, and I have 2 Aspect Warriors, which is 2 dice apiece. And I believe you get 2 as well. Total 1 each, right?
That would be correct, sir.
Can a die? Okay,
Can a die.
hold on. This was that before I rolled into it, so we'll try this again. There we go. I forgot to break out the dice trays, to be honest with you, so sorry about that, y'all.
That sucks.
I think that's a fine roll. Okay. All right. All right. So Amanda, it is your honor. This one.
Yeah, give me just a minute.
Okay.
Use a crazy succubus lady.
Knife
I gain.
tongue lady.
I gain a die.
Okay. And what is it?
And another
If you
defense.
have more morale.
Which
But if you did.
if I did. And I don't have a Chaos Space Marine there.
Okay, so a whole lot of nothing. So
Correct.
you're done? Okay. So for me, I have striking scorpions. It's 1 defense, and exactly. Oh, and it's just 1.
Oh, my bad.
And then I die. There you go. A little extra defense. I have Aspect Warriors there. Your opponent loses a die of your choice.
Oh, well, I wonder which one I'll choose.
Okay. All right. Cool. So how much do you hit for, ma'am?
I hit for 1.
And my aspect warriors actually can only take 1 damage, so one of them actually dies. That's unfortunate. And for you, I actually hit you. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, you hit me for 1. I'm sorry. I have 3 defense, so it doesn't get through.
Gotcha.
And for you, I hit you for 2.
And I have 3 defense.
Okay, moving on. Second round. But I'm up. And how much morale do these guys have for you?
2 apiece.
And I have 2 apiece, so I'm currently beating you by 1
Yes, you are.
on morale. Okay. Yeah, we'll go there. Okay. Go ahead.
Same card.
Okay. Defense. So we're now tied.
I now
for,
have.
oh.
Oh, no, I don't.
You don't have more morale than I do. Okay.
Blast.
All right. So for me, hey, it's my good friend Fire Dragon's Vengeance. If I'm attacking, you cannot. I'm not attacking, so disregard. However, I do have Aspect Warrior, so I get 2 defense. And how much do you hit for, ma'am?
I hit you for 2.
And I block for 4, 5. Okay, and then I hit you, however, for 4.
And I block 4.
Okay, so done. Not much action this round, but that's okay. We're tied for morale, aren't we? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes. Here we go. I hope. Remember, the defender wins ties in this. Okay.
Mark of Corn. I spend my 1 morale to get 3
Attack.
guns.
Ugh. All right.
Okay.
That's it. No more. Oh, because you don't have a Space Marine.
Correct.
Hit and run. I gain 2 guns. There will be carnage. And Aspect Warrior, I can spend this to move one of my units to an adjacent friendly or uncontrolled area. I elect not to. So that's it. So how much are you hitting for?
I hit you for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And I'm blocking for 1, 2, 3. They both die. Son of a... However, on the way out, they hit you for 7.
And I absorb 4 of that.
Yep, so you take 3 damage.
So that kills 1 and routes the other, correct?
How much? Yep. All right.
Sweet,
They died
first
heroes.
good battle.
There we go. Boo. Well, that kind of changes some plans. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and do this now. Gonna go ahead and deploy. So I'm gonna spend my 2 that I have left to build a factory. There, make it a nice big target. Okay. I would say it's your turn, but it's not. So instead, we will go ahead and deploy there.
Advance, just so that, because that other one is deploy.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's advanced.
Yeah,
Good call.
just don't want you to confuse people.
Yep. So he will just do, and then do.
Yeah, he definitely seems like he would be louder.
Yes, and more bassy,
Yeah.
right?
Like those shoes you tried on yesterday.
Ka-thunk, ka-thunk. All right, so that's that. And to the surprise of exactly 0 people, hey, let's go ahead and advance. So, we'll go 1, 2, 3, I think. You know what? Nope, we're going to do it the other way. We will go 3 there and leave the wee guy there. Done. All right. That's a little bit better.
All right, I choose to use my 2 reinforcements.
Well, let's see. Yeah, I'm good. Okay, so throw them out there. So those are the little dudes, right, for you? 5. So I have 3 Wraith Guards for a total of 6 dice.
I have a Chaos Marine and a Cultist for 3, 4.
6.
Thank you.
Good mix on this one. I'm pleased with this.
I am too.
Oof. All right. Big battle going on here, and it's for an objective.
Interesting.
And so you have 4 units there.
The reinforcements don't get me dice, though, correct?
They do not.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll go and break out the Howling Banshees. So it's 1 attack. I gain a die. That's what I was hoping for. And I don't have an Aspect Warrior Frigate. That's what I was deciding because a lot of my cards have to do with Aspect Warriors. So that's it. Done.
Okay. Mark of Corn. I'm going to spend 1 battle kitty to get 3 guns. And I have a Chaos Space Marine, so my opponent chooses and destroys one of your routed units unless you spend 1
I don't have any routed units.
defense die, but you don't have any routed units.
All right, so I hit you for 4.
And I absorb none of them.
Yeah, you take it all. So how many? So
4.
both of your
Both of mine die.
reinforcements? No, the reinforcements.
Reinforcements die?
Because those are 2 each. 2 defense each, so why wouldn't you use those, right?
That is true.
Okay, and how much do you hit for?
I hit for 6, 8.
8, I absorb 3 of it, so I take 5. These guys can each take 4, so 1 guy dies, and 1 guy is routed. Ouch. All right, round 2. Yeah. Well. Yes. Okay. So as the attacker, Fire Dragon's Vengeance. But if I'm attacking, Amanda cannot gain any defensive tokens this turn, and I don't get any defensive myself. It's just +2 attack. So Amanda?
I gain a die.
Not what I was hoping for.
Defense.
Okay.
If my opponent has at least 1 routed unit, I could gain, but I can't because of your thing. So.
Okay. So I hit you for 6.
And I absorb 2. So that's 4, which would be the Chaos Space Marine would take it all, and then the Cultist would be routed,
However,
or
vice versa. One of them's going to die, the other one's routed. It's up to you.
I will route the Space Marine.
Okay. And how much do you hit for?
5.
And I block 3 of it, so he's routed as well. Okay. And final round. Yeah. I feel like this is going to be an important card, seeing as you have 2 actions still to go here. Command of the Autarch. Either rally one of my units or gain a morale. We'll go ahead and rally one. And then I can play a combat card from my hand. Do not resolve its abilities, but gain its combat icons. Done.
Gain a die.
All right. So, and you can't do the bottom because he's routed, right? So
No, because I don't have a cultist there anymore.
or that too. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I absorb 3 of those.
Boom, dead.
As I'm leaving,
Uh-huh.
I hit you for 5.
And I absorb 3 of it, which... All right, so that's it. So I win the battle, at least. But
Whoops.
Amanda still has her last 2 actions, and that's that. And I'll handle chat now.
First is dominate. I get a gear and a hammer.
And then the next one is deploy.
How'd you know? Okay. So in total, I have 6.
It's all 18xx chat tonight.
I know.
Okay.
I have 6 gears and 2 hammers.
But remember, you can only use 1 set of gears per unit.
That's
okay.
fine.
Okay. And you can only use 1 forge hammer per unit.
Correct. So
Okay.
I'm going to build 2 Chaos Space Marines.
Okay.
1 with this, 1 with that.
Okay. Yeah, but the important part is I'll get the objective. No. You cannot. I control. Oh, actually, excuse me. Here.
Oh, okay. Well, then I can't do
You
that at
can't.
all.
I forgot. Yep. That's
Okay.
my apologies.
So
The other important part was that.
Yeah.
So instead of you dominating, you just can use it as your
right, which is what I
order.
did.
Right. Okay. Sorry about that. I totally spaced.
It's
I
fine.
spaced.
Got all
Get it?
excited.
Ah.
It's fine. Whatever.
Sorry. So that's why that battle was so important for me, because
Mm-hmm.
now it takes out your main factory, even though you have this one, and it's going to get me an objective. So first things first, collect objectives. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Collect material. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 material.
I get 1, 2, 3.
That's a little bit better. And rally routed units. Excuse me, fellas. Stand up. And yours as well. And draw events. So you're the first player, so you get to do yours first. So you
have
get to draw 2
2.
cards. All right, cool. I will shuffle mine up, and mine's only for the Warp Storm. Hey, Mario. Wow. Tomorrow is a month without power. So Mario, we were going to wait to mention this, but I wanted to. I figure since you're here, when we come back from Essen, towards the end of the Patreon drive, we're going to do a charity stream and try and drum up some money for hurricane relief. Wait for it, Puerto Rico. So we thought that would be appropriate. So we're going to do that the week we get back from Essen. So, okay. Hopefully it helps in some little small way. All right. All right. So what are your 2, or just decide and then go from there.
Okay. Through the warp,
It's a scheme.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
while resolving an advance order, you may discard this card to allow your units to move through warp storms. If this order starts a combat, gain 1 morale at the start of that combat.
What? All right.
And so,
Yep. There you go. Or this one moves.
here.
It would move this way. Make sure. So it's actually like that. So nope. This one here. Look at how it swings. It swings this way or that way. So
Okay.
it either goes here or there.
So
that
this
one
one
can
can
go
go
there.
here.
Yes. All right, and you get to keep your scheme.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it's a tactic. So for this one, I literally only have one choice and put it up against the far edge. Up there, please.
Whoops. The warp storm killed my cultist.
It did. All right.
All right, so round stuff.
All right, so yep, end of the round, and I am halfway to winning with my one objective, this being my other objective, which now I can't get to this round. Amanda has to get that one and that one still. But at least with her factory there, it's going to be tougher for her to come over to take that this turn. So there's that. All right, so planning phase. Cool. Yeah, we should be able to get 4 people in here and see if we can try and raise some money for the Maria Fund there, Mario. Good to see you on here, though. That's good. That's really good to see. And yes, these were, what were they? 39 millimeter, 52 millimeter? I forget, but they're coin cases. We got them off of eBay. Actually, if you go to the link of the last stream we did, we talked about it down there in the description, right? Huh? Really? Yep. You're gonna try and do that, aren't you? So sorry. So sorry. Well, Sweater Mike, he's reminding us that Puerto Rico plays 5. Well,
guess you'll have to be here then, sir.
I guess we'll see you then, right?
He is our Puerto Rico expert.
He is. Oh, hey, welcome, Vince. So we got Puerto Rico and China in the house tonight. Good deal. All right.
And Scotland, because I saw Bongo's in there. Rob's in there.
Yep. Australia. So Sweater Mike says, yes, sir, you are most assuredly well. So
Yay!
Awesome. All right. And I saw that, Adrian. So good. We'll have a good representative mix of folks and try and drum up support.
Yeah.
So cool. Good.
Blurg. Okay.
Well, we appreciate it, Mario, but take care of you first and foremost, man. Will you stop doing that? Okay, and done. Hey, Michael, brewer Michael, you sell it however you want, okay? See, this one's a little hard to stream 2 players live because there's just not a ton that we can talk about game-wise because it's so much strategery that is hidden. Mm-hmm. That's the only bummer.
Yeah, that is true.
So I know it doesn't make for the most exciting chat. Sorry about that. So, all right, I only have one option. All right, let's go kill. All right, game on. You're not gonna get those resources, no ma'am. So 5 cards, and those go away. All right, so I have 2 Wraith Guards, for 4 dice, and you're 1, ma'am. I want you to be able to choose your own so I don't get blamed for a bad roll.
Yeah, because I always do that.
Well, I just, you know.
It might start, I suppose.
Done. Cave Hines says, it's okay, it reminds of the silent glory to Rome moments in Le Havre. Oh, there you go, Rob. Good stuff. All right. Sweater Mike, all week. Gonna be here all week. That looks to be the look, the shaking of the head of disgust.
Yes, it would be.
Okay, so I will go ahead and striking Scorpion. Nope, just 1.
My bad.
Gain a die.
I always forget that.
Battle Kitty, attack.
Wow.
All right, done. I can't do the bottom because I don't have a aspect warrior.
Horn's Rage, I'm discarding to get 3 battle kitties.
All right, and I'm hitting you for 3.
And I'm hitting you for 4.
And no defense for
That
you.
is correct.
I blocked 2 of it, so one of my guys gets routed, but you're dead. Your action. Okay. So now we'll go ahead and build some stuff. So I do have 1 city, so I can go ahead and bring this puppy back out. So I will spend 3 of my 7 for him. There, and we'll go ahead and spend my last 4 actually for the for 2 Hellborn frigates. So down to 0. We'll go in. There. Your honor, ma'am.
All right, we're going to deploy, and I'm going to do what I tried to do before.
Okay, so 2 Chaos Space Marines. But it doesn't cost you anything,
Cost
did
me
it?
2.
2 total. Okay, that it?
That's it.
All right, then it's your turn again because I have no actions.
I know. Strategery. I don't know if I actually want to do anything. However, let's see here. No.
Irritated at myself because I forgot something. Grrr. All right.
I am going to do this. This one looks interesting. This is the mark of Tzimtij.
I'm sorry, how'd that go?
Tzimtij.
Okay, go with it.
Sure.
Okay.
I gain 1 morale. If I have more morale than my opponent, replace one of your cultists in this world with 1 free Chaos Space Marine.
It's a good way to get Chaos Space Marines out.
Yep. So I'm spending the 2 for that, and then get rid of something in here.
See, that's what's awesome about this community. So Jason has a bunch of coin cases left over, said, hey, Mario, shoot me a DM, and I'll send you some.
Nice.
See, that's awesome.
Y'all are great.
Yep, good people.
I'm gonna get rid of Foul Worship, which is just to gain a die.
Okay. And yeah, Vince, I saw that the GMT mentioned Time of Crisis playthrough in their October newsletter.
Nice.
So that was
That's
nice
cool.
of Gene. So
That was cool.
yeah, so there, and that goes. And this is what I forgot. I knew I had a strategy, but I have no money to pay for it. So I just put it there for 1. Done.
Then I
Dominate.
dominate. I could not think of the word, and get gears.
Okay. And I screwed up again because I spent all my money up there. So I get 2. Done. All right, so that's it. So now we go into the refresh phase. So nobody got an objectives. Collect material. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I can't see that.
There's that.
Oh, 7. 7 it is.
All right. I get 3, and I get to draw 2 cards.
And I also get to draw 2 and keep 1. And you do as well, right? Okay. All right, so get to keep 1 of these guys. All right, we're going to do Path of the Warrior. It's a tactic, so it triggers immediately. Purchase 1 combat upgrade, reducing the material cost by 1 for each friendly world containing a city. Well, there's 1 of them. So, oh, we missed routed units as well. I'm sorry. So a combat upgrade. Yep, we're going to go ahead and do Wraithguard Advance, so it costs 2, so that actually only costs 1 since I have a city. There. And what do we drop out? We will kick out. We're going to drop, it looks like the, yeah, we're going to kick out the Howling Banshees. Yeah. So those guys have been replaced with the Wraithguard Advance since I have all my Wraithguards out there. So Amanda, your turn. Okay. Oh, and I'm sorry, I have to move my Warp Storm, so let's see. Man, this really stinks because if I move the only one, if I move it, it moves it there. So this one here, I can move it up there as well. Nope, probably not going to do that. So yeah, done.
Okay. Mine is a tactic. Prophets and Signs. Either place 2 free cultists on 1 friendly world in a system not containing any cultists, or place 1 free cultist on any friendly world. So, let's see. This world does not contain any cultists, so I think I will put 2 right here.
Mm-hmm.
And for my tactic,
has to go up on that far edge. That's it. Yep.
Sorry.
All right, done. So 5th round. Maybe I spoke too soon earlier. All right, so first player, Amanda, and place your orders. All right, Adrian, take care. Tell Megan we said hey and hope she got to Bali safely, all right? And we'll see you when we get back, I guess. All right. All right, so there appears to be a huge battle brewing. Three, and then 4. Okay.
It's not as intimidating if it's not an owl hat.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Appreciate it, Adrian. I promise we will certainly try to do so. All right, as long as we don't have a blast while in the air. See,
At least we'll be together, I suppose.
That's silver lining, I guess. It's amazing how much cooler it is in here, able to keep the door open because you guys can't see over there. So we have the door open. Keeps the temperature so much cooler in here.
Quite nice.
It is. Yeah, you're good. Reminder, you have 3 units there. Okay, all right, cool. So you're good there. Yeah, it must be rough going to Bali, I'm sure. But man, that trip to get there must have been miserable. I think Adrian said it was going to take her upwards of 2 days of actual travel time. She's going from Denver, wait for it, Denver to Atlanta, to Seoul, South Korea, to Bali.
Wow.
So going the wrong way before she
Yikes.
So that's an extra, 6 hours in the air going from here to Atlanta and back? Yeah, it stinks. Right? Seriously, Lucas, my bad. My bad. You only have 4 options. Okay, so I got that, then that. Nope, wrong one. There we go. Yeah, it's starting to click for me a little bit.
Good.
Yep. Oh, put that one on top of that, would you, please? Thanks.
You're welcome.
Wow, a lot of action going on over there, yeah? Your honor, ma'am. And by ma'am, I mean nasty chaos space marine people. Elder for life.
Yeah.
Or Eldar.
Yeah, mash.
Is that not how you expected that to play? I'm torn up about this. Ruined, dare I say. Okay, I'm over it.
No, it's actually not at all how I expected it to be.
You expected me to race down to here?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, you didn't think about that.
Nope, I didn't. I screwed that up.
Okay.
That's all right. Oh well. There to that to that. Yeah, all right. Still has a plan. We'll see. It better be able to be executed though, or else I'm in a world of trouble. And remember, there's only one school there afterwards.
There is only one.
There can be only one. Really? He doesn't look like much, but man, you know his nickname's Billy, right? For Billy Badass. Just saying. Okay. You've been warned. So, he gets 2 dice.
I get
And he's just thumbing his nose at any kind of defense.
5.
I don't need defense.
I don't need no stinking defense. Mark of Corn, spending a battle kitty to get 3. And because I have a Chaos Space Marine there, you choose and destroy one of your routed units, but none of them are routed. Billy
He
laughs.
He laughs at your
The
offense.
Mask of Corn.
Because he's going to gain 2 offense. And then, because he's an aspect warrior, I can spend 1 morale, and I can move one of my units to an adjacent friendly or uncontrolled area.
You're gonna run away like a little girl.
He's advancing. He's moving towards.
You know, you can spend it however you want. You just ran off.
Whatever. Billy said, yeah, tricked you. Ha.
No, he ran off.
He's advancing.
Ran off.
Advanced.
Ran off. Ran off. Oh, snap.
Oh, the city's already been evacuated. We had a plan for this.
They die.
Yep.
Now?
They do. Yes, they die
Okay.
now because at the end of that.
Okay, I didn't know if it was
there's
then
only
or
one.
at
Yep.
the round of the...
Nope, he died.
You killed my thing.
Your thing?
My iconoclast.
Yes. All right, so we're going to strategize. So on this one, I'm actually... Oh, wait a minute. No, we're not. Just kidding. There. Oh, you'll be fine. I'm going to spend 3 to build the city. So that drops me down to 3. And we'll go ahead and put it here in the corner. Done. Amanda? Take care, Mario.
It has to be in a friendly world. You don't have any friendly worlds. So take that back, sir.
Oh, that's right. I got to have a unit on the ground.
You have to
That
have
hurts.
something to take it over.
That hurts. So never mind. That actually, where to go?
Was deploy? That's what you just
Oh,
had.
yeah.
Dominate. I get a gear and a hammer.
Oh, I can't believe I overlooked that. I had plans. Not now. That hurts. That could be trouble. Uh-oh.
That's it.
Wow. That really messed me up because I needed the second city to be able to get the card that I wanted. So this actually goes back up to 7. Oh, man. So strategize. Let me look here. I actually have 1 city, so I can... Oh, huh. Farseers, you can resolve this order even if you don't have any units in the active system. Man, that messed me up. Let's see. I'm actually going to go ahead and purchase the Corsair Raid here. So the Corsair Raid, it costs 2, so it drops me down to 5. And it says that after you resolve combat, while resolving this order, you may perform 1 orbital strike in the active system as well, once per round. Okay. Done.
Strategize.
And you can't do that, can you?
Why
This
did it-
requires a friendly unit
Oh,
in the
no, I
active
just- it was
system.
just a-
Right. All right. Well, since I can't do my original plan, we'll just obviously dominate. So that's going to be, now, that will be one
Yeah.
hammer and one gear. Done. And dominate. And I forgot that I'm going to be able to get the hammer. So that works out. So with the forge hammer, I'm going to actually go from level 1 to level 2. And I'm going to spend 4 material to get a falcon out. First one I've gotten out there. So
Nice.
that, actually, put that back to 3 and use that. And do I want to spend any more? Do I want to? We will. I'll go ahead and spend 2 more and go and get one of my little guys out for the 3rd one. Done. All right. So that's the end of the round, yeah? Mm-hmm. All right. So we go into collect objectives. You cheated. Go ahead. Way to go, Billy, though. It was a tactical advance.
Sure.
Collect material. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, up to 8.
3.
And draw events. We both draw 2. Mm-hmm. All right. Shuffle them up. Amanda gets 2 of them. As do I.
All right. You know what I'm going to do?
Oh, go ahead. You're first.
Spoils of War, gain 1 forge token and 1 reinforcement token.
So it either moves to that side or this one moves to here.
Whoops.
Thank you. And for me, this one, I'm going to go ahead and do Vicious Raids. That'll move there. You can flip that one over. It's a scheme. You can only have 1 scheme. So Vicious Raid says, while resolving an orbital strike, you may discard this card to re-roll any of your dice and then gain either a battle kitty, a defense, or a morale. Kind of works well with that.
It does.
Okay. Cool. So that is that. We move into the 6th round. All right. So first things first. Yep, right one. Just making sure. Yes. So I'm having a lot of fun doing this, but I'll be honest, I can't help but be thinking that right about now, we'll be 4.5 hours in the air on our way to Munich, so we'll be somewhere over the Atlantic Ocean at this point, on our way to Amsterdam.
It's very exciting.
And Leiden. So the Dutch Heavy Cardboard Game Day that's going on Sunday, we're staying with yours from Splatter. Jeroen's coming on up for that, and apparently he lives about 5-minute walk away from the game store where it's going to be. That's kind of cool, I thought.
It's exciting.
All right, Sweater Mike, thanks for joining us. We'll hold you to that Puerto Rico charity stream that we're going to do. We're looking forward to that, and looking forward to having you back. So get some sleep. Take care. All right. Oh, hey, welcome, Marco. By the way, Marco, did you see the Ask the Elephant? It was quite the discussion going on about your question that you asked. And his question was, if you could go back in time and just change one event, what would it be? And it became very philosophical during those 3 hours yesterday. Will do, Mike. Thanks again. All right, Your Honor, ma'am. Oh, I'm sorry, it's mine, isn't it? Oh, you after you place your fourth one. All right. Cool. All right, good deal. It's actually going to be released Sunday, we said, for on the podcast. We're actually going to release it there as well. So are you guys able to follow along for those that haven't played it? Is it making sense? It's a little hard that we're not thinking through out loud as much as we normally do, but just because of the fact that it's so mano a mano with the orders,
Just can't.
it really makes it hard. So lesson learned on a 2-player stream, that if there's a lot of hidden information, maybe not the best. All right, so I'm up. If you'll flip that for me. I'm just building a city. I can this time. So that drops from 8 to 5, and thank you, ma'am. I'm gonna just hang out for a while you dominate, or apparently. So it looks like one wild. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a reinforcement.
Like a coward. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not the one that ran off.
Whatever. He advanced. Thank you. Billy badass. So it's Amanda's turn potentially twice more in a row. Interesting. That's it, huh? Okay. All right. Wolverines. Check that. Just that. Or is it? Hold on one second. You know what? Let's move him back. Move him there. There we go. Essentially the same thing, but that's okay. Yeah, all right, game on. So what's his attack and defense? Mine's a 3-2.
2-2.
Okay. So 5. This is a very, very important battle, by the way. So 3-2. So I get 3 dice. You get 2. Oh, that's less than ideal. Okay. Oh, you guys can't see that. There. Not good when you're attacking. Are you deploying any before you are you putting out any reinforcements?
Yes, I will do just one though.
Okay. Yep. Okay. This one's going to be a tough battle right here. With the way I rolled, this one's going to be a tough one. All right, so as the attacker, hey, Fire Dragon's Vengeance. So I'm attacking. You cannot gain any defense on this. And because there is a frigate, I gain 2 defense tokens. I hit you. Oh, sorry. Never mind.
I spend 1 battle kitty for 3.
Okay.
And my opponent chooses and routes one of his units unless he spends 1 defense die.
And you have 4 attack right now?
Mm-hmm.
And he has 2 defense, 4 attack. That would be 2, and he would die. I guess I'm routed. Okay. All right, so I hit you for 2. You block 1.
So that means I am, well, no, this guy takes it.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Or is he routed?
He's routed. Okay.
I hit you for 4.
And I block 3 of it. He absorbs the other 1. So no harm, no foul. Second round. Oh, that's fantastic, Mark. See, this is what I'm talking about. Marco says I'm over the moon right now. Some fellow herdie, fellow elephant, found me a brand new Age of Steam on our side of the border. Is going to ship it to me. Thanks, Jordan, if you're listening.
Yay!
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Whoop, whoop. All right.
Okay. So, Scorpion. 1 defense. I gain a die, though. Hopefully it's Battle Kitty. Hey, there we go. And he's routed. Shoot, I forgot. Okay, your turn.
The crazy lady.
Yep.
I gain a die. Battle kitty.
And what else?
I don't have any more morale than you, so nothing else happens.
All right, so I hit you for 3.
So
You block 2 of it.
block 2 of it, and then that's routed.
Right, so you
So
have to route him.
he's
There you
routed.
go. Exactly. Yep.
And then I hit you for 3.
And I block 2 of it, take 1. No harm, no foul. Well, right now, I would win just because of this, so I need to survive. Okay. All right. Oh, I have 3 really good choices. So, since Amanda's played her card, I can go ahead and think out loud finally for this. So I can rally one of my units, so I can get him to stand up. But the problem is if he takes 2 damage, he's dead. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that would be wasted. Hit and run would give me 3 attack, but I don't think that would be enough to actually kill you. And then the Wraithguard advance, it gains me a die, which potentially could be a defense, and a morale. It's going to be the Wraithguard advance. So we're going to play that. I will gain a die, or it could be 1 morale die, but yes. And the rest of it, I could convert 2 of these into battle kitties, but I elect not to. Done.
Okay. I gain 1 morale.
Oh, that's so dirty. Wow. Really?
And
Really?
I don't have any more morale, so that's it.
All right. So I hit you for 1, 2, 3, 4.
I absorb 2.
So you take 2 more. You lose your yep. Nope. There you go.
And I hit you for 1, 2, 3.
3, and I block all 3. So 3 morale. They're all routed, so it only matters what's out here. So I have 3 morale.
I have 3 morale.
So Ty goes to the defense.
What happens to this guy?
Now he can retreat, so he'll go there, but he's routed still. Oh, that stinks. Win result? Nope. Okay. All right. So that's done. And now.
Well, that was your turn. I get a turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot you had that. I thought it was just those. Sorry. Jacob, good to see this is still going. In other news, I'm now caffeinated. Welcome, Jacob. Welcome to the land of the living, as it were. All right. So I talked to Will tonight about he's one of our patrons that he does, I believe it's professional lighting.
That
So
really
he's
sucks. I can't do anything
why?
because they'll die.
Oh, in fact, well, unless you build ships, that's the only thing you can build.
Yeah, then I'm gonna do that because that's literally all I can do.
So he's going to help us work on lights in the studio here, both for temperature-wise as well as, because you can see right there, it just looks dark, and it shouldn't. So we definitely want, that's one thing that complete Greek ignorant on for me. So you cheated and built 2 of those. Okay. So I will strategize. I have 5 here. I have 2 cities now. Now it's coming out. And for the first time ever, in all my games playing this now, I get the Wave Serpent. So that's going to cost me 4, and I can because it's 2 there for cities. What the Wave Serpent does, it gains a die and gains 3 defense unless your opponent spends 1 morale. Well, hold on one second. You know what? Instead, we're going to go the offensive side, which is the Fire Prism. And that does convert any number of morale into Battle Kitty dice. It's 2 attack and 1 defense. And if there's a Falcon out there, or a Void Stalker, which are those guys which are not out, if you are attacking, gain 2 Battle Kitty tokens. If you are defending, force your opponent to lose 5 defense tokens.
Holy crap.
So there, boom, done. That's it. And that will go there. And I have to replace some. And do I have to? I'm actually going to get rid of Hit and Run. I think.
I'm going to build a Space Marine.
Nope, I'm getting rid of Command of the Autarch.
Done.
So, there. All right.
Wait, you couldn't have done that, baby.
Why?
To resolve a strategized order if you have a unit or structure in the active system.
I did it again. That's right. Never mind. I will just look at them longingly, sitting
No, leave them
right
out
here.
for whenever you do it right next time.
Oh, that's frustrating. All right. Well, it still stays there. So there. Not going to have that problem again here. All right. Game on. Good call. Yep. Good call, Jason. Yep. Gah. This should be a much easier battle since you get no dice. So 6 dice. Oh, I'm angry at myself about that. Can't a die. There we go.
Pay attention.
Yep. This should be very quick and fairly painless. Yep, no, Jason's right. Yep. Oh, and I get my 4 back then. And you paid for yours, right, Amanda?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Fire Dragon's Vengeance. You can't get any defense. And I gain 2 defense tokens myself. Done.
Get a die. Damn it. I was hoping it would be a...
Morale, yep. All right, so I'm hitting you for 5. You
I absorb
block 1. Bye-bye. You hit me for 2. I absorbed 5. Oh. Oh, no, he died. He went away for the last battle. Those are one-time battle. So
No, I had... This is my second one.
Oh, you had a new one.
Yeah, I had 2.
Oh, I apologize. So, okay, so 5. You have to... So that took 2, and he's dead. He's not damaged. He's dead. So now you take 3 more, and he's dead.
No, he's done.
And how much do you hit for?
I hit for 2.
And I block 5.
Fine.
So that's that. All right.
Fine.
Like I said, it should be quick and easy. All right, done. Now, well, getting ahead of myself. So collect objectives. Nobody has any. Collect material. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2,
Up to
3,
12.
4, 5. So I get 10.
That's unfortunate. All right, rally routed units.
Mine died.
He did. Draw event, so I get 1.
I don't get any.
Okay, so you're just moving a warp storm. Okay. So 1, the tactic, gain 2 forge tokens. Don't mind if I do. And I can move 1 lengthwise. We'll move this one there. And yours, ma'am? Okay. All right, now it's the end of the round. Penultimate round, so I really might have spoken too early. All right, so you're first. Hey, welcome, Jeff. All right. How's the game going and who's in the lead? I feel like I'm in the lead because here's Amanda's second objective up there, and there's mine, and I have
A lot.
a horde about to come. Actually, I have to look up if it goes 8 rounds. We've never had a game go 8 rounds. Give me the other book, will you, please? Oh, there we go. Okay. The game ends, and the player that has collected the most objective tokens wins. Huh.
So we tie?
Yeah, I don't know. I actually have to look at this. I do not know the answer to this rule. Okay.
Rob said Sweater Mike is winning at the moment.
Yeah, right. Winning and losing. Here we go. If a player, ties are broken following the rules listed above. Okay. When a player has collected a number of objective tokens equal to or exceeding number of players, the game ends and he wins the game. If multiple players win the game at the same time, the player that has collected the most objective tokens wins. If still tied, the tied player who has the most friendly worlds wins. If still tied, the player with the most units on the board wins. If still tied, they share. Okay, so there you go. Now we know.
And that's half the battle, I hear.
All right.
Now that's a game to be okay with playing once, Adam. I would agree with that.
Oh, Machu Picchu. I enjoyed that a lot more the first time I played it, and that was a game of diminishing returns. Like, I enjoyed it less and less each time I played it. Not this time.
Man.
Oh, I should have done an orbital. Yep, I forgot about that. I should have been able to do an orbital strike after I beat her last round. Grrr. Welcome, Adam. Done.
Dominate. I get a gear.
We're going to go ahead and build. I'm on to you this time. All right, so we have 2 cities. So I can freely build a falcon, and I will. We'll go ahead and throw one there. And those 2 there, I think. Yeah. You know what? We'll do 1 and 1. So that's going to be a total of 2, 4, 8 of my 12. Down to 4. Done.
Done.
I have units. So I'm going to spend my last 4 to go and get Prism. Finally. Can I have the card back, please? And getting rid of Command of the Autarch, like I was trying to do previously. But this time, with less cheating.
This time you're gonna actually do it?
Right. Done.
I'm going to build a Chaos Space Marine with my one and one.
All right. Take care, Adam. And definitely, yeah, we're looking forward to it. The daily diaries actually may start tomorrow. Won't be uploaded until
we get to
Saturday.
Switzerland.
But
Switzerland.
yeah, really?
Until we get to the Netherlands.
Just one of those European countries.
Yes,
They all
they're all
look
the
alike,
same.
right?
It's like,
Okay.
it's like
Wow.
Quebec and Montreal, and Quebec and like Ottawa right next to each other. Or
Not at all alike.
yeah.
All right. You know what? Let's go ahead and get it on. So here we go. So these two are coming here, there, and these two are coming into here. And I get an orbital strike after the combat. Okay. Whew. So how many dice do you get?
9.
8. You're maxed at 8.
You just
And-
made that rule up.
Nope. And I have 3, 6, 7, 8. I have 12. I'm limited to 8. You notice there are only 16 dice in the game, so that's why. This is going to be pretty much for all the marbles. That was a pretty good roll. I'm pretty happy with that. Oy vey.
Mine was better.
Well, that's why we come with overwhelming force. You have no reinforcements. I have no reinforcements. Game on. This is truly a grudge match at this point. You know what? We're going to start here. Scoot these over. Striking, or I'm sorry, striking scorpion. 1 defense, gain a die. I cannot, but you lose a die of your choice. Okay. All right. What do you got?
I spend 1 to get 3. And you choose to destroy one of your routed units, which you don't have any.
None. All right. So I hit you for 5.
I absorb 2.
Yep. So you have to take 3 damage. So how much does he take?
He takes 3 total.
There you go. He's dead. Get him out.
Okay. Then I hit you for 6. 9.
Yep. And I absorb 3 of it, so I take 6. So that'll be 4, 5, 6. Dun, 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 the fire prism. Convert any number of that into battle kitties, and I will. And then I have a falcon. If I am attacking, I gain 2 battle kitty tokens.
Okay. Corn's Rage. I spend 1 battle kitty to get 3 tokens. And your opponent chooses and routes one of his units unless he spends 1 defense.
Okay. All right, so I'm hitting you now for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And I absorb 2, so that's 8. So,
Oh, and these went away? Oh, no,
Nope.
you got them this time. Sorry.
Yep.
So 8.
and they both have 3, so they both die.
Yep.
And then
Oh.
I hit you for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Hey, vey. All right, so 9. So he dies for 4. 5. Mm-hmm. And he has 4, so he
stays routed?
he stays routed. And then it says, after I resolve combat while resolving this order, I may perform 1 orbital strike in the active system.
Okay.
So now I get to roll for these guys. So there, we're looking at 6 dice. And you take 3 damage. While resolving an orbital strike, I can discard this card to re-roll any dice and then gain either a offense, defense, or a... so I'll re-roll those, get 1 more, so he takes 4 damage. All right, done.
Discard your scheme.
Yep, and the scheme is gone. Okay.
That's yours.
Yep. Excuse me. Now, can we hold? Now, can we hold? Yes! Yes! Victory is mine! I resolved my last order, which is another attack, just in case, and that's where he was going to come in, if not. But I elect not to attack. There. So, we go into the refresh phase. Collect objectives.
Can you collect if you're routed?
Yo, I own it.
Dang it.
Victory. All right. Sad Amanda is sad. Not that it matters, but don't both routed guys stay because you blocked 4 of that 9 damage. It still carries over, and it was still enough because it was 4. If it's enough to kill him, he just dies.
Right.
He doesn't get routed, Michael. All right? So, hey, now see, that, no. Cave Hines is like, now, look, Amanda, let me win. You know, did you?
No.
Okay. All right.
I was one turn away.
So what'd you think?
I really like this at 2.
I do too.
I don't think it's like you were saying the best to stream because we're having to be quiet the whole time.
Right.
But I really like it. It's quickly paced, but not like neck-breaking speed fast. It's something that you can play after work for sure.
And it's fast enough at a 2-player that it doesn't bog down with the combat because you're
Right.
constantly
You just
engaged
boom,
because the
boom, boom,
combat
boom, boom.
is either me versus Amanda or
Right.
Amanda versus me. So it definitely moves considerably quicker at 2-player
Yeah.
because you're constantly engaged
Right.
because it's always against one another.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I'm a really big fan. I really thoroughly enjoy this game, and I'm finally starting to develop different tactics and different strategies and not just go for the same stuff. I mean, I finally got new cards out.
Yeah.
I got new units out that I
Yeah.
hadn't explored previously.
Hey
And
man,
here
I
we
got
are.
9 dice. I'm so excited about that. You have no idea.
So the fact that I'm starting to finally figure out how to play my Eldar for life. However, I've only played them.
Yeah.
In this whole thing, I've only played
Right.
them to try and get enough of a feel to be able to do the review.
Right.
And I still have 3 other factions. I mean, obviously, I've seen how you guys play them.
It's different,
so it's a
though.
little bit, it's a less of a learning curve.
Yeah.
But there's still some there to explore and learn on my own. So, yeah, I'm a really big fan of this. So it is out of print. There are copies available in the secondary market. It's never going to be reprinted because Fantasy Flight and Games Workshop split.
Right.
So, however, WizKids did just partner up with Games Workshop.
Right.
But from what I've heard, it's possible maybe that WizKids does a retheme of this, not in 40K universe.
Right.
And then maybe expansions come
right.
out for that game. So, but that's all specation at this point.
Yeah,
Who
that was
knows?
just announced today. So.
Yeah. So who knows?
Yeah.
So yeah, nice. Putting YouTube to bed for what, 10, 12
Gosh,
days or so
Well, live anyway.
with a victory.
No victory you have will ever top my victory in this game, though.
Noise. All right, so let's see, anything. Yeah, so if you're watching this while we're in Essen, so we leave for Essen tomorrow, October 20th, and we don't come back till the 30th. Probably not going to do a whole lot for a day or two, and then we'll get back into it. Do the Essen haul and all of that stuff. So we are going to be doing our designer diaries. We're going to...
Daily diaries.
I'm sorry, daily diaries, thank you.
Like, we're not designing a game.
Right.
What happened?
No. Daily diaries every day while we're gone. All depends on the internet, on whether or not we're able to upload it to YouTube. We'll have the laptop with us. We have all our equipment with us. So provided we can, then we will upload those to YouTube as well as the podcast.
Yep.
The podcast being the priority for sure, because they are audio only.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there as far as YouTube. So you got anything else?
Kabuki Kid is concerned about Asher. He will be here with Matt and Dana, perfectly safe.
Yeah, totally. And he pulled a muscle or something in his back hips were bugging him.
I think it was his back thigh.
He's back to normal, so he's good to go. Yeah, and Asher will be taking care of Matt and Dana live here, so we're good to go there.
Yep, Dana will stay home with him and take care of him.
That's it. All right, so as just thanks everybody for watching. Thanks to our 513 patrons. We have our patron drive still going on, as you heard at the very beginning. So thank you, Paul, also. Paul Grogan from Gaming Rules. He was willing to do something to support us, as well as he has his own Patreon, so definitely go check that out. But if you want to support what we do here, check it out, pledgehc.com. It's going until November 4th, and we're giving away a table for all patrons at the $5 and up level. They get entered in the drawing. We're going to draw one name. They get a tricked out Duchess table from BoardGameTables.com. Not like ours, which is a Board Game Tables, but this is one of the custom ones.
Yes.
But still, I mean, it's a free board game table, guys. That's kind of cool, at least I think.
I
it's
thought
cool.
so. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, if it's something you want to support, definitely check it out. PledgeHC.com. We appreciate it. We appreciate all the well wishes for our trip.
Yes.
And yeah, this was a lot of fun. But at the same time, we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of packing.
Yeah, we haven't even started packing.
I'm anxious to get going on that. So with that said, everybody take care. We'll see you guys at Essen. Make sure you come by and see us. And otherwise, we will see you all
we'll put
October 31st or
Twitter,
November 1st.
Instagram, stuff like that.
Yep.
Go to our website, heavycardboard.com, and you'll get all the links to all that stuff. But we'll post as much as we can, internet-wise.
Yep. Cool, guys. Take care, everybody. Good night.
Bye.